Clash of Champions. Clash of Champions, where I belong. You see, as I've been saying since day one and show one, all I want is to be the champion. Now, there's been twists and turns along the way, as we've learned, for those paying attention. A hero's journey usually has obstacles to overcome. But, along the way, I decided to pursue other championships. All other championships. Including what I hold now. The JRPL Ultraviolent Championship. It is mine. And for those who say you're not truly a champion until you've defended it at least once, I've done that too. So that brings us to Clash of Champions. And on prior events, I've usually been the highest positioned non-champion on these events, because I've never held the gold this time of year. No, my 2 tag title reigns, which we have here. No, my 2 tag title reigns took place in the Tag Team Championship Classic. The first competitor to hold 2 different sets of the championship with different partners. The only to dethrone the champions in round 1. Now, that's important as far as the simple creatures are concerned. You see, they are the current reigning JRPL Tag Team Champions. 2-time champions, and as I've said many times on Frontline, possibly the best tag team we've ever had. So you take them, and you see about breaking history. You see about creating history. And what we saw in the Tag Team Championship Classic 2 years in a row was an unexpected tandem dethroning the Tag Team Champions in the first round. The first, we were 8th seed. We weren't expected to do anything, and Lee and I took the title. The second year, the first round, we, Matt Zion and I, were thrown together as a joke by the UVC, and by virtue of simply being against Team No Chance, the day after they cashed in, they were defending champions and had a 1-day reign, leading to Matt and I, the award winners, winning the tag titles. And then we defended them and went to the final. The third year, Redhead and I looked to fulfill destiny and three-peat for myself. And we lost in the first round to the simple creatures. This is where that gets to be important, because creatures, you did what you do. You are the best team there is and ever has been, Mawdstep, Chappers. However, you've only encountered me in certain ways. You've never encountered me where history is on my side, and it is at Clash of Champions, because while you have the tag titles, I have the UV title. And my partner, PAYNE, has the Top Lock title. PAYNE and I make an interesting team in the sense that I hate him. But I know full well what I'm dealing with, I'd like to think. PAYNE, you dared to carve into Redhead in a way that she didn't like. And now, as I said months ago, our paths cross. I didn't expect we'd both have the gold at that time, or to be standing beside you. But here we are. And PAYNE, my friend, history is on our side, because every time I faced the tag team champions in a match where I'm not supposed to win, I do. So now the pressure's on you to not screw this up for us. Because by virtue of being there, I'm doing my part. So creatures, bring your gold. Luckily you're not defending it, but neither are we. And we will go have a match for the ages with 4 people the fans will not be cheering for. Even though we should. I am the most championship champion this title has ever had. PAYNE is a young upstart, and the tag team champions finally get their Clash of Champions match. They look to prove to be the best ever, and then some. And really, if they won, would anyone be surprised? They're beating 2 singles champions. One's a former 2-time tag champion, yes, but the other... Well, I mean, PAYNE, you're still new at this, but you're an unknown commodity to some. But I've been paying attention. I've been watching you for a long time, and you know that. You scout your opponents. You definitely know what you're up against. I need to give you credit there. Everything you've done with your matches of late, you've gone in knowing and planning ahead. You are always a few steps ahead, and are pretty lethal all the same. So, this will be an interesting team, you and I. What is my prediction? PAYNE. Pure and simple. There is one other title that I have held. The Road Warrior. I had it for 5 days. That reign ended thanks to Spring Tigress. I fully expect her to win that title again. But it'll be nothing compared to our match. Our match will be the match of the night. Our match will be the best match ever with the greatest champions there are. Not Bastion. Not Beer Me. Bastion, you beat me. I beat you on my birthday. Congratulations. It's not like you're the #1 contender, the #2 ranked, and the king of the ring. It's hardly anything to lose to that, is it? And Beer Me Jesus, you've been champion longer than anyone else ever with 1 reign. You know that digs into my side just thinking about it. So, I fully intend to hold this gold for a lot longer than you've held any gold. Than any have held any gold. I'll be watching that match, regardless of what happens in the tag match. I'll be watching the World Championship, because that is the key. That is the title I've never had. But PAYNE. You see all this, and yet I've never held yours. On the way to greatness, sometimes you have to go a little lower. I look forward to eventually taking that title. Hopefully it's from you. But, like I said, I have no plans on letting this out of my grasp. Initially, I was even loath to hold this thing. But it is what it is. It's gotten me into the championship showcase match where I belong. More than anybody else. No one else who's ever held this belongs here. And no one else in this match belongs here. And you all know it. As for contenders, we look to get 3. Half the field fell. I didn't address you before, because you fell. You're out. You're done. The 6 that are left, 3 will advance, and we'll have a triple threat to see who gets to lose to me. I figure that'll be Survivor Series, or TLC even. I don't know when you'll get around to it, but I'll be holding on to this until then. Watching and laughing at you all killing yourselves in a water park, an antique store, and a factory. I mean, I had Broken Nerd come to a Canadian consulate to face me, and I had to face CM Carlito in a Funhouse of Mirrors match, so you better believe that I, walking into the Thunderdome, will relish the fact that I get to wrestle in a ring as a champion like I should, while you six get to play in the water, splash around, break some shelves, and avoid machinery. All just so you can eventually come face me. Maybe we'll do it in the embassy this time. We'll find... There's other things like the fun houses. There's probably some other fun stuff we can think of for me to defend this some point this winter. I mean, I'm a fighting champion, but I need quality opponents, and I find you lacking. So for those paying attention, and yes, booking team, that means you. Only who are worthy will get to face me. And we have a tournament to see who gets to face me. Not this! The Tournament of Death isn't about this. No, it might have been before. But that's before I held it. It's mine. The tournament is to see who faces me and loses. The prediction for that is PAYNE as well. So it's a matter of time. It's the long game. It's all a matter of time. I am the best we've ever had. And people paying attention are finally starting to realize, except it's already too late. The Clash of Champions will see me standing tall, holding my belt high over the tag team champions and the top block champion. Do your worst, PAYNE. I'd expect nothing more, nothing less. At the end of the day, I'm taking your head off too.